Overall, looking for ways around the higher gas prices that we're seeing, including rideshare companies.
Yeah, starting today, if you take an Uber, you will be charged an extra fee. The company is adding the fee to offset those higher gas prices its drivers are paying. So this morning, we're taking a 360 in-depth look at what is being done to try and lower these prices. The push for more local oil production, the amount of oil Colorado already produces, what it takes to drill new wells in our state, and how much our local refineries can actually produce.
First, here's a look at the current average price per gallon in Colorado. We've stayed at $3.97 for the past several days, but that's still 60 cents more than what we're paying this time last month. Denver 7's Veronica Acosta starts our team coverage. And Veronica, you spoke to an Uber driver struggling to make ends meet with these higher prices.
So if you were banking on hopping onto an Uber to help you save some money on those rising gas prices, you may want to rethink that for a quick minute. And that's because Uber is one of the rideshare systems that's now going to be adding that surcharge because of those rising gas prices. So you mentioned it. We spoke to someone who's going through this, and not only will there be that surcharge for your Uber ride, though, there's also going to be one for your Uber Eats delivery if you were planning on grabbing one anytime soon. So here's exactly what that surcharge is going to be. Riders are going to be paying 45 to 55 cents per trip that's with Uber, and then Uber Eats deliveries, those will be tacked on an extra 35 to 45 cents extra. Those extra dimes, that handful of them, is going to go straight back into the driver's pockets. So that's the good news. Increasing gas prices, they have been a hot topic not only in those rideshare forums, but also an array of Facebook groups for weeks now. I spoke with that one Uber driver who does the job to supplement her other business. This is a stallion breeding business that she has. She says she's happy about the added fee, and ultimately it's going to help her break even with those rising prices at the pump.
I'm happy with it. And I love driving for Uber because it allows me the flexibility with my business that I run to add in the hours where it's fitting. And so far it seems to be a good thing. That bonus was very important for me to know that I was going to be able to continue.
And so Uber isn't the only company that's adding this surcharge. Lyft recently announced they'd be doing the same thing, though they haven't said how much they're going to be increasing the charge of their rides, so we're waiting on that. Both companies, though, have said this is temporary. They say that they're going to reevaluate sometime soon. We're in Denver this morning. I'm Veronica Acosta, Denver 7.
All right, thank you, Veronica. Well, this morning, Colorado Republicans will announce a resolution in support of more domestic oil and gas production. Colorado already ranks 5th in the U.S. for oil, and we checked. The U.S. is already the top oil producer in the world. Our consumption just outpaces production. Here's a look at the top 3 countries. The U.S. produces 20%, followed by Saudi Arabia with 12, and Russia with 11. While increasing Colorado's oil output seems like a simple solution, it's not that easy. Colorado Public Radio reports the number of active rigs in the state has held steady at about 14 since February. That's down by nearly half since 2019. Money is a concern. It costs to open a well and even more to drill a new one. Experts say the pandemic hurt oil producers' bottom lines and they aren't ready to take risks. Energy companies are also dealing with supply chain problems and staffing shortages too. Colorado has 2 operating petroleum refineries in Commerce City. They can produce 103,000 barrels of crude oil per day, about a third of our state's demand back in 2020.